Hi, Namaskaram and welcome back. This video is not going to be for everybody. So if you are not sure whether this video is for you or not, it's okay if you want to skip it, you can skip it. Now in this series I have already made 2 videos that what is not a spiritual process and what is not a seeking. And in this video I'll be speaking something about what is seeking. If you want to achieve something, you need to do something about it. Even if you do something about it, anyway you become serious about it. Now I'm again saying seriousness is not the way. Then what is the way? Well, it's not seriousness, it is the sincerity. That is what is going to matter in this journey. Even in my journey also I was feeling the same thing, because when I wanted to achieve about it, I wanted to go about it, I wanted to do something about it, I started becoming very serious. And when I saw myself I'm very serious, then I started doing things that I should not be doing. So I went quite off the road, off the track. So it is not that you should go off the track or you should be on the track always. It is about being on the track but being aware of what is happening around you as well. So it is the process in which you have to make yourself strict about certain things, but despite of being strict about certain things, you should not lose out on the joy, you should not lose out on anything that is happening around you, should not lose out on the life part. Because in the pursuit of finding out life, if you are not enjoying life, if you are not living life, if you are just beating yourself, if you are trying to do it hard and hard, then there is no point in it, right? The fact is that you will not find life. Even if you find at the end of your life, the biggest part of your life you have wasted. The way you have lived, it is not worth it. If it is hard, it has been hard for you just to find it out, then it's not worth it. The other way around could be a better option. In fact, you live the entire life amazingly and you do not realize what is life at the end. That's completely fine, because the biggest part, biggest section of life, biggest chunk of life, you enjoyed it. You lived well, and that is what matters the most. Even when Sadhguru speaks about well-being, all what he is speaking about is the life part only. Whatever you are living, the time period that you are living, you should be joyful, you should be blissful throughout the time. And if that happens, then whatever happens at the end, whether it is happening or not, still it's okay. Here in the ashram also he speaks about it always, that I never promised any of you the enlightenment. All what I am trying to do is just to give you an opportunity to live a good life. And if you are living a good life, then liberation is this only. So that is what he meant always when you talk about the liberation. Liberation is not something that happens to you after death, but it is something that is happening to you here only. So if you are here living liberated, then that is the sincere approach towards spirituality, and that is the first approach that you should take. Second thing is, you cannot make yourself available to everything that is happening around you. The moment you realize the biggest fact of your life, that you are ignorant, that is the moment when your journey starts towards spirituality. And after that, if you keep on making yourself involved in all kinds of things that giving you small slight pleasure, then it can entangle you for rest of your life, because every single time whatever you are doing, it is unique. But in terms of experience wise, it is the same experience that you have already has experienced. I can tell you that there is no two blades of grass are same in the world, but the experience that this blade of grass is going to give you, the same blade of grass is going to give you the same only. What essentially I wanted to speak is, if you buy a big house, mansion or villa, or if you buy a car, or if you buy something else, a phone or camera or a gadget or whatever it is, the kind of feeling that it is going to give you is almost similar. There will be numerous things in the world to achieve, to get it, to accumulate. But whatever the experience that thing is going to give you, it is something that you have already experienced. Now, experience is something that you have to push to get more of it, not the accumulations, because accumulations can be numerous and it will be never ending. You have only 2 hands and the world is very big. You try to embrace it, try to gather. Things will just go on and on and on. You cannot be able to gather everything until you die. Even if you come here for several years, thousands years also, the world is so big that you cannot be able to grasp, you cannot be able to get everything in just two hands. It is not just possible in that way. So approaching in a material way to finding out everything is not going to be an ideal way of going about it. But in terms of experiential way, it is very easy for you to notice that whatever one thing is going to give you, another thing is going to give you the same thing only. This waterfall, that waterfall, that waterfall, all of them are waterfalls only. Definitely when you go there, it will give you some sort of pleasure. When you come back, you feel differently. You go there, it gives you some different sort of pleasure. You come back, you go there. So trying various things, trying various aspect of like traveling to different part of this universe, not universe, just the planet, okay, traveling different part of this planet is going to make you happy for sure. There is no doubt about it. But that is the only problem with that is everywhere you go, you will get the similar kind of experience. The only reason you do not realize this fact is because you go to this waterfall, then you come back home, so the experience changes. Now you are home and you are doing some another sort of things, and just because you are doing some another sort of things, the experience, the feeling, the emotions within you changes. Now when you go again to another waterfall, you feel another way. So if you go waterfall to waterfall to waterfall to waterfall in series, by the time you reach to 10th waterfall, you will not feel anything, any difference. It will just be the same for you. So that is what I was trying to tell you, is that whatever you are trying to experience in this world, it is the same feeling only. So the range of feelings, this is 0, this is positive, and this is negative. So this range of feeling you have already experienced, and whatever you buy, whatever you get, be it relationship, love, this, that, whatever you are trying, whatever you are approaching, drugs or whatever it is, all of them are going to be in this region only. What I want you to do is transcend this zone, or improve this zone, or go beyond this zone, or enhance or expand this zone. So if this is the limit right now, how you can go about this, or how you can go about this, or how you can go about all the way limitless. So that is the spiritual process. That is the way of approaching spirituality. So if you want to go beyond something, then you have to leave something as well, because human beings only have two hands, right? If you have to pick up one phone and something else, this just a small stick in my hand, and if I want to get something else, then I'll have to leave something and then I'll get something else, right? So it is essential for us to leave something to get something in our hand. Now if you really want to go about spirituality and try to experience something, try to get something more deeper into it, then you have to leave something as well. This is very clear. Now what you can leave is, the first thing that I want you to leave is talking with people. Now I know talking with people makes you really good, makes you feel good about yourself, or makes you feel good about a lot of things, and sometimes it is necessary for you to do also. But reducing the conversation with people increases the significant chances of you looking inward. So that is why speaking less becomes a crucial aspect of it. Second thing is reducing the movements. Every single time we are doing this, that, wherever we are going, we are not being able to sit in one place properly. Even if we ask you to sit in one place, then a human being just freaks out. There has been one experiment in which they have asked people to sit in a white colored room without doing anything for 15 to 20 minutes, or there was a button that you can press if you want, but if you press that button, you'll get an electric shock. And out of 60-70% of the people, I do not remember, 40 to 50, some segment of people choose to tap on that button to get the electric shock. So this is what the problem of this universe is. People are not being able to sit at one place properly. The only way people are sitting is when they are watching some movie. That is when people are sitting for 3 hours at one place, otherwise not possible. And even if they are sitting in for movie, you will not see them sitting in one posture for 3 continuous hours. Sometimes this, sometimes this. Like there will be various different postures they will be changing in this entire 3 hours of time. So being still is another biggest change you can make in the pursuit, or in the journey of spirituality, in the journey of experiencing something beyond this physical nature of life, something that transcends your range of experiences. Now these two simple things can make a significant difference in your life, because when you be still and when you use less words to speak or reduce the 100% conversation, majority part of your focus and attention goes inside. And when you go inside, when you look within yourself, everything that is out there in the universe could be visible to you. Just from my imagination, what I can tell is, if you really want to accumulate everything, or if you really want to embrace everything in the world, going inward is the only way, because physically it is not going to be possible, but there is a way through which you can go about it, and that is the spirituality is all about. When you start working on this path, the biggest problem that is going to happen to you is that you will get frustrated after some time, because in the beginning, once you realize that yes, I am an ignorant, so you will start looking for the answers. When you go for looking for the answers, you go to some different gurus, watch some YouTube videos, and YouTube videos is the only way, and the first way to start with YouTube videos. You go to some gurus, you go to Himalayas, this, that. This is the extreme steps that you are taking to explore, to know about the life. Initially, people just try to know about it, and then they go back to their own job, and then they struggle and settle over there, because people will lack this strength of leaving everything and go find out the truth. The way Buddha did, he left everything and went about it. This is not possible for every human being. People will freak out, people will just get scared about just thinking about it, that how can I survive without having a job, how can I survive without doing something for myself. So this doing something for myself is going to be a biggest obstacle in most people's life. But it's okay, that is the truth of the world, that unless and until you are financially free about something, that you cannot be free about everything else. So in earlier days, if you want to get liberation, you used to go to some jungles and do meditation, but right now if you want to get the freedom, first thing you have to do is get the financial freedom. So it is very true in this world, so it is best that you go for financial freedom first. But despite of that as well, there is a possibility of living on the edge. If you really want to live like that, it is possible. You can live on the edge. You will not going to die out of hunger. That much I can assure you. So that is the first step you will take. And when you take such kind of a step, you will just start with YouTube, watching YouTube videos. You will really, you could easily feel that it is not going to work. So you go to some guru, try some yogic postures, or try some yoga, pranayam, go through. In yoga, there are different varieties of yoga, jnana, bhakti, karma, kriya yoga. You will try everything, this, that. But nothing would be happening to you. You will go to different gurus. Sometimes guru would be giving you the attention. Sometimes the guru would be so huge, so big that forget about their attention. You will not be able to go near them. So there will be various kinds of situations will be coming to your life. All you would be trying, all you would be doing is just trying, and nothing would be happening. And a time will come when you will get frustrated and you will not know what to do exactly. So that is one moment when you will feel like, shit dude, I'm just wasting my life in finding something that I do not know about. I'm just trying something that maybe doesn't exist. And this is the moment in life when you will be right in both ways. Because one way, you would be seeing every human being around you, your friends, your families, your colleagues, your relatives. They would be living a good kind of life, good as in you will be seeing them, their Instagram posts, they will be living happily, they will be just clicking pictures and sending to you from different places of the world. And here you are just doing sadhana. And on other hand, you will be feeling that, dude, I have done this already and I know this is going to give me some sort of fulfillment, but it is not very long lasting. It is going to be there for some times. And you also know the truth that they are right now in Bali and posting pictures from there, but they will be coming back to their own life and own jobs, and they'll be struggling something again. So the similar life that you have already experienced, I have gone through the same job, same processes, same life, same kitch in everything. And then sometimes in the break you just enjoy it a little bit, then you come back and you go through the same process again. So this is something that you have already experienced it. So you know that there is something beyond that you can experience. Then you also know the fact that you have not experienced yet something that is way beyond physicality, that could give you a different level of experience. So now you are not sure about the spirituality aspect as well, not 100% sure about it because it has not happened to you yet. On the other hand, you are not sure about going back because you know that sometimes you might, for some moment you might enjoy, but again it will go back to the same. So in both the direction you will find there is no way to go. You are on the mid and you are stuck. You do not know where to go and you cannot go back. So that is why the pain of ignorance is the most painful thing that can happen to a human being, because there is a point in your life where you do not know whether something is going to happen to you or not. On the other hand, you know that whatever you are seeing, whatever you are doing, whatever everything that is going on around you, it's just false. Nothing is true. And if you just go and entangle yourself, you can entangle yourself for rest of your life, but you will not be able to taste the truth of life. What is out there as a truth, that is not going to happen to you, and you will just be living the life as it is, like everybody else. For everybody else, it is very easy for them because they are not aware that they are ignorant. They are just living as an expert in everything. But you know that you are ignorant and you want to know what is it, and every single time just you see a blade of grass and then all things go around your head is that what is this, how it happened, and I want to know about it. So whatever you see, everywhere you will just see untruth, illusion. Everywhere you see that, dude, I want to know. But for them, yeah, this is just a blade of grass. They will cut it, they will chop it, they will stand on it, they will step on it. So for them it is very easy, but for you it becomes very difficult because now you know that what is it, dude, what is it? So the pain of ignorance is going to be very tough. But at the same time, just because you know nothing is very serious in nature, nothing is very tough in nature, so whatever goes on around you, nothing bothers you much. You know this is serious and you have to pretend serious in certain situation, and you do that as well. But mostly what you do is you do not involve yourself, do not entangle yourself in whatever is happening, whatever the nonsense, whatever the drama that is happening around you. You keep yourself little bit distant from it and you just go through it, whatever it is, be it good, bad, ugly or amazing. You just go through it by keeping yourself from a little distance. You involve yourself, but you know that this is not something that I should entangle myself with. So emotionally you will not be very invested into it, but physically you will be invested into it. Physically you will be there because in societal situations sometimes you have to pretend in a certain way, sometimes you have to perform in the drama that is going on around you. So whatever going on around you, it could be a drama, it could be something that you can avoid a little bit, it could be something that you can keep yourself a little distance from it, but the pain of ignorance is something that will be tearing you slowly. Here and there you will be forgetting about that, you will be engaging yourself in something, you will be entangling yourself in something, a friend or relationship or something that is happening around you. But again, when things go back to normal, you will again come back to the normal situation, the pain of ignorance comes out. So this is a strange journey and strange situation of life where you literally do not know who you are, you literally do not know what is going on around you, you literally do not know what is the earth is, what is the world is. Despite of that, you are entangled within everything. You want to know it, but you cannot know it. You are trying to know it, you are putting effort, you are striving for it, you are doing your sadhanas, but nothing is happening to you, you cannot perceive it, you cannot visualize anything. And then you go back to the old days and you entangling yourself with something. So this journey is going to be, I think, the end journey for any spiritual seeker. But I do not know about the rest part of or the next part of life, because so far I have reached to this place where I cannot go back. I do not think there is any place left for me where I can go back. Sometimes I feel like running away from this ashram. Whenever there is some struggle, whenever there is something that is uncomfortable for me, I have always been running away from those things, because whenever I see this is it means I do not stay there. I make sure that I am running away. But here in the ashram, once I felt that what am I doing here? I felt like running away, but I know for a fact that this is the last hope for me. Because if I go back, then I know what exactly is going to happen in my life. I know in terms of relationship, in terms of job, money, finance, career, whatever is going to happen, I know exactly what is going to happen, and I know exactly which thing can give me what kind of pleasure. There is only one way left for me, is the spirituality, to explore the dimension of life which I am not sure about, which I am not sure whether it exists or not. But since everybody is saying that exists, the Indian culture has been saying this is exist, so I am just trusting on this fact and I am just going about it. But as I mentioned, the third step, this is the step that I am living in right now. Despite of everything, the sincerity is something that is needed to be brought in to your life if you are going through this journey. And when we're talking about sincerity, as we have already spoken about it, that you must speak less word, you must reduce the movement that you are doing, but that doesn't mean that you should stick to yourself and be very rigid about it. It is necessary for you to do not speak, it's necessary for you to not move, but whenever it is necessary, you move also. Whenever we're talking about spirituality, we are not talking about renouncing anything, we are talking about embracing everything, but not in a physical way. Whenever you see everybody, whatever they are doing in a physical way, accumulating things or trying to get the pleasures, it's a physical approach. But spirituality is a non-physical approach of life, but it is about embracing everything. So you are not, when we talk about leaving something, it means you are leaving the physical aspect of life, because unless and until you leave the physicality, you cannot be able to grasp, you cannot be able to get everything, because physicality is very limited. The only way you get it is non-physical way, and if you are going for non-physical way, you have to live it, right? So it's a very logical and very easy concept that you can very easily understand. So it is not about renouncing, but it is about embracing everything, and embracing everything in a different way. So it is not something that you are avoiding anything, it is something that you are just consciously not touching that thing and not getting touched by it. But despite of everything, the love and compassion is something that should be building within your heart. It should be something that should be building within yourself. So despite of the pain of ignorance, it is the best way to live in a way, because you are not touched by anything that is happening around you. Everything that is happening around you, you are just taking it just as a drama. You are pretending to be there and being involved in it, and you are just involved in it as well, very intensely involved in it, but not being touched by it. At the same time, you should be having intense love and compassion within your heart for everybody and everything else around yourself. Then whatever you would be doing, that will be a spiritual process. It is not something that is very strict process that if you want to get spirituality, this is the process. Whatever you do, if you have the necessary love and compassion within yourself, and you are not getting touched by whatever is happening around yourself, and you are just playfully playing this game or playfully playing this drama, then this is the spiritual process. And I hope this happens to you. I hope you experience something beyond this physicality. I hope the experience that you have had, the limit of experience, transcend to a certain extent that you have never even imagined or you have never even thought of. So I wish the same thing happens to you, and that is it about this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.